Look me in the eye and tell me that any show deserves to be on air for 20 seasons. Now lie again. Hey guys, what's up? It's Imurgency and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here, and as the title suggests, we are talking about and ranking some shows that just need to be stopped. They need to end ASAP, no Rocky. And I feel like when you think of a show that has been going on just for way too long, the couple comes straight to mind. I'm not going to name any names. And in this tier list, I kind of want to expand what I mean by shows that need to end, that need to be stopped. And some of the shows on this list don't necessarily need to be stopped because they've been going on for too long or because they're necessarily bad or for whatever reason. Some of them just take too long to produce. Like, I don't know what's going on with this production cycle. Maybe it's the writer's strike, maybe it's just actors being too busy, but we are waiting 2 to 3 years between seasons of regular TV shows when that used to be the timeline for feature-length films. And we're only getting 7 to 8 episodes per season with this new production rollout system. So I'm categorizing some shows that we may all love that just need to have a conclusion, like to progress the story along, as well as shows that have been on air probably longer than I've been alive and just need to be put down and maybe repurposed, or like, they just don't need to be on air anymore. Like, I'm tired of seeing them. And I can already predict that some of y'all are going to be mad at me because some of your faves are on this list. They may not make the cut. So before you get mad at me, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Roommates. I post videos every single week, whether that be pop culture, commentary, fashion, TV show reviews, or tier lists. We kind of cover it all around here, so you don't want to miss out. We're also getting closer and closer to 200K, so you definitely want to get here to collect your before 200K button. You can also follow me on other places on the internet like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, where I post lifestyle reactions, pictures of me looking hot, and just random thoughts respectively. And last bit of self-promo, I promise, is to leave a like on this video because it helps out so much with the YouTube algorithm. I'll give you a second to do that actually while I take a sip of this tea. Because I went outside today and I'm not exactly sure where you live, but here in DC where I'm at, it is like peak bloom cherry blossoms, which means the allergens are out, and I'm definitely feeling it. So let's enjoy some tea while you leave a like, huh? Delicioso. Okay, let's get into the video. So if we take a little gander at this tier list that we have here, we kind of have a reverse tier list where it goes from worst to best. Usually, you know, when we do these sort of things, it goes from best to worst. At the very top, we have shows that I like to say need to have an end put to them now. And these are just shows that they've been going on for a while. You can kind of see where an ending would have been a while ago. They just, for whatever reason, have decided, it, you know? Let's just keep going. But no, this tier, they need to be stopped immediately. Like post haste, like next episode is the last episode type beat. Then a tier below that, we have the what do you mean new season tier. And these are the shows that like you finish a season, you're like, oh wait, that was good. I thought there was gonna be an end here. Maybe they'll just end off on a weird note, who knows? And then a week later, you see on social media that they got renewed for a new season. You're like, what do you mean there's a new season? There were plenty of shows getting canceled left and right. I did make a tier list video on canceled shows that deserve justice. You can click the card right here or there to go check that out. But these shows seem to never be affected by that curse. A tier below that is a little bit more lukewarm, which is the last season was enough tier, where you may get a new season announcement, or there might be talks of a new season, or they might be in a new season, but you're just thinking like, you know what? Why are we still here? Last season, we could have wrapped it up. It could have been done in a season 2 or 3 or 4 or 6, you feel me? And then the tier below that, you got one more season left in ya. And this category of show is like really nearing on the overdone, like we've gotten the point, you know? For these kind of shows, my mind immediately goes to shows that take place in high school where each season contains a different year. And we're getting a junior year, you got one more season. Give us senior year and dip. Like, we don't want the college content in this one specific instance. Like, we're done. One more season, you're good, you're done. And then the final tier, the most tame tier I feel, is that you just need to finish the story, to be honest. And these are shows that, kind of like I was talking about before, aren't necessarily bad, aren't necessarily overdone. They're just taking too long to finish. Like, we just need the story to be done. We need more content. We're tired of waiting years and years in between for new content. Like, just hurry it along, you know? So as you can see, we have a small but mighty list of shows. Some you may be familiar with and may recognize. And we're just gonna go through and put these on the list because y'all know how tier list videos work, and we have some stuff to get to and chat through. So first off, the first show is Attaway General. And I'm not sure if you've heard of Attaway General. It is essentially like Grey's Anatomy, but filled and played by different TikTokers and like social media people. And Initially, I thought this show was going to be like a fad, like it was gonna have like its one season and then that was gonna be it. But like apparently people are watching it. It's getting multiple seasons. I just saw a recent clip of it on Twitter where like Addison Rae's mom is in it. And like it's a scene where like someone she's holding hands with is getting hit by a car and Addison Rae's mom goes flying as if she got hit by the car. It just looks like a mess. I thought it would be one season and done, but we're still getting more content from it. And I think that it needs to be stopped. Like I'm happy that it's giving all these TikTok influencers a chance to act, some opportunities, some coin, whatever have you. But personally, as a viewer, as a consumer of media, I'm just shocked. And I'm gonna put it in what do you mean new season? Because I thought it was really gonna be a one and done season, but apparently the girls are watching it. I don't know who. If you personally are watching the show and are keeping the show going, let me know in the comments. Like I want to know who the target audience is. I want to know sincerely who is watching this show. Oh my God. Next one is going to be a hot topic, as Wendy Williams would say. Like this one, y'all might want to fight me. And I know. Please, let me explain, okay? Let me explain. I'm being really close, I'm being really intimate with you right now because I need you to know this is not a personal attack. But Bridgerton. I think the show is really cool. I think that the concepts are amazing. I love the fashion in it. I love what people have done with the show. But personally, I know that it's corresponding to books and I know there's plenty of content. I know everyone loves it. I really know everyone loves it, but I think it's got one more season left. I heard that they got one more season that's in production that's coming out later this year. Let's wrap it up with that one, yeah? I love the work that they do casting people that would not be in these scenarios in real life, like in this show. To have like that sort of land where like race does not exist or anything like that, but I'm just like, it's still about monarchy and I can't personally get behind the monarchy stuff. Like that's just not me. So for me personally, it's got one more season. After that, cut it. Yeah. Next up is Elite. And honestly, if you've seen any of my Elite videos on this channel, you would not be surprised where I'm gonna put this show. Like you really would not be surprised. Like I am personally of the belief that Elite has gone on for way too long. Way too long! And they're putting out seasons so quickly. I think they're starting season 7 at some point this year and they literally just put out 2 seasons last year. And it's not as if the show quality has remained consistent throughout the different seasons. It's progressively gotten less and less interesting and the plot makes less and less sense. Like you can only have Manu Rios carrying the show just by like looks factor for so long, you know? Like what is actually going on in the story? All of the original cast is gone. The new cast people that they keep bringing in season after season just don't necessarily hit the same as previous seasons. And I get that it's meant to evolve into like a different show and just live and breathe and have all these different things. But you know, make a new spin-off show with that. They just made Class, which is like Elite but in India. Like that makes sense. That makes sense. Instead of continuing Elite, you know, have an Elite but in different countries. Like go the route of Class. Like we want that. We, you know, like I'm very happy to see that Anita is joining for season 7. I think that's really cool. I just personally think that after season 4, maybe even season 5, it should have been ended. Like Elite, the series needs to stop now. Someone needs to put an end to it now. Like, you can find me on that one, but I stand 10 toes down. Like, there really is no way that this show deserves to have a 7th, 8th, 9th season. Like, we needed the final season a while ago. Because who is graduating? I'm sorry, we're taking an Elite tangent right now. No one, they had that one graduating class that we actually saw, the class with Nadia where Nadia actually graduates. Nobody else do we see graduate. They either croak, go off to some island, or go off into hiding somewhere, or just keep repeating their years over and over again. Like, girl, grow up. Move on past high school. Like, if you know that this school is such a toxic environment, why are you still here? Like, I get the status factor of it all. I get that it's the best school in Spain, apparently. But if you're so rich, go somewhere else. Go to a different country, be an exchange student somewhere else, and graduate. Like, will I be tuned in for season 7? Yes. But damn. Next show is the one I feel like everyone was expecting to talk about, and the one that everyone thinks of immediately when we think of a show that's been going on for way too long. And that's Grey's Anatomy. We just got word that Grey's Anatomy is getting a 20th season. 20 seasons. What show needs 20 seasons, especially about a hospital? And this is a similar thing to Elite. Like, a lot of the characters, if not all of the characters, are either unalive or just gone. And for a show about doctors in hospitals, I personally would not want to go to that institution if half of the cast, the medical staff, are being unalived. Like, I don't know about you, I don't know what your practices are, but if the staff, the people working there, aren't making it out, if I'm not in the best condition, I ain't going. I'm sorry. Hello? Like, I know you need something to keep the plot interesting for 20 seasons, but damn, you're making the reputation of the hospital look awful, terrible even. This needs to be wrapped up yesterday. Like, there needs to be an end put to it now. Like, I don't know if the 20th season is supposed to be the final season, but it needs to be. It needs to be. It needed to be done a while ago. Like, it needs to be stopped. Yeah. Next up on the list, we have Manifest. And Manifest has been such an interesting show to watch. I haven't made a review on it in this channel, but I have been watching it here and there. Like, I can't ever like binge it through season by season because I feel like sometimes the characters kind of, you know, like that did not make any sense. I am sorry. Let me use actual words. The characters can sometimes work your nerves with the decisions they make, and I can only handle that in bits and spurts. So I've been slowly trudging along, but I feel like every other month when I log on Netflix, I see the little banner on top of Manifest being like, new season available, new episodes available. I'm like, damn, how long has it taken them to get to the bottom of this mystery? I haven't finished it. If that wasn't abundantly clear, I have not finished this yet, or I have not caught up. But from what I've watched so far, like, how much content can they really make out of this? Like, they're really milking this series. And honestly, I understand, like, it's a good show. Like, I enjoy watching it. It gives me very much Supernatural meets NCIS meets that kind of energy. I also like it because it's very similar to Sense8. And if you've seen any video on this channel before, you know that I love Sense8 Up, Down, and Center. Like, that is my show. I can respect Manifest for doing that, but I have to put it in the what do you mean new season category because I am continuously shocked. Whenever I try and catch up, there's more. Like, what's that sound? It's like, and there's more?
And there's more?
Next up, another controversial pick, Euphoria. Now, hear me out before you grab the pitchforks. Let's take a step back, calm down, right? Let's settle down just a little bit. What do I mean by Euphoria is on the list of shows that needs to be ended? I just mean it does not make any sense that we get 2 to 3 year gaps in between seasons. This is a high school drama, right? It's a teen high school drama. Maybe not teen, but you know, a high school drama. What about this requires 2 to 3 years of a break in between seasons when the seasons are only 8 episodes each? You know, like last season was shorter than the season before. The next season's slated to come out 2024, 2025. And that's not even gonna be the end of it. Like, we are just getting to the good part, you know? So it probably has like 1 to 2, maybe 3 more seasons left in it. I personally don't wanna be pushing 30 worrying about how Rue is gonna pay back Lori. Like, that just personally is not what I want in my life for my lifestyle. So I'm gonna need them to hurry it up. I need them to start producing this quicker. And I understand the actors and everyone involved is super busy. I know Zendaya stays with 5 different jobs at once. Sydney Sweeney is starting her own production company. She just bought up a bunch of books that she's gonna make in adaptations, plus starring in different stuff and being a model or whatever. Alexa's off being mysterious as ever. Dominic's making music, like, and Sam Levinson is busy wreaking havoc with The Weeknd on their new show, The Idol. Like, everyone is booked and busy, I understand. But you know, the girls love Euphoria. Everybody loves Euphoria. I miss Euphoria Sundays. Euphoria Sundays were literally the highlight of the beginning of my 2022. I don't wanna have to wait until 2024, 2025. Let's keep the ball rolling on this. So for that, Euphoria, you just need to finish the story, to be honest. Next show, actually a show that I literally just mentioned a minute ago, NCIS. I feel like this is another show that just keeps on going and going and going and going and going and going. Like, this show is older than me. Let me confirm that before I make that statement. Is this show actually older than me? It is not. It has me beat by a couple years. But you know what? It's older than my younger brother. So, and my younger brother's a grown-ass man. So I get it. The average American, this is like a comfort show. And I know that the demographic for this tends to skew a little older. But like, you know, make a new one, make a reboot, you know? Modernize it. Give it a little flair, give it a little something extra. And honestly, I'm just shocked to know that the show is still going on. So I don't know if it needs to be put to an end immediately, like Grey's Anatomy immediately, but I am consistently shocked that there's more to it, you know? That there's still content being put out. So for that, I put it in, what do you mean there's new season? Next up, Outer Banks. I've heard you. I've sincerely heard you in your plights and requests for me to review Outer Banks season 3, but I ask you sincerely, do you genuinely want my opinions? Because I'm not gonna say many things nice. I'm not. I'm really not. So if you want to see a rant, let me know, because I will film that in a heartbeat. But I just want to preface and prepare you for what my opinions are going to be. You may or may not like them. But Outer Banks season 3, I'll give you the cliff notes right now. I struggled to get through this season. Outer Banks season 2 was good, it was interesting, I loved it, but something about season 3 just did not click for me, and I think it's because I feel like personally I'm done with Outer Banks. Like, I'm done with it. I'm done with the story. I was hoping that season 3 would be the end, that we get a resolution, that we get like some form of closure, but from what I hear and from what I see, there is more in store. They did a time skip, which is giving me Riverdale adjacent, and if you can see, Riverdale's also on this list. It ain't good to be kindred with this Riverdale. So I honestly have to say that Outer Banks in general, last season was enough. You should have ended off with season 3. Maybe you had the hype from season 2, because season 2 was like, oh my god, they're gonna be on an island, what's this gonna give? And then they get off the island within the first episode, and you're like, oh, okay. I guess back to the regular stuff. And it just got kind of monotonous, you know? Like, same kind of vibe happening over and over and over again. You're kind of just like, okay, we're here. The stakes aren't really staken, everyone makes it out. Oh, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. Okay, you prepared yourself, there's spoilers. If not, timestamp right here for after I say what I'm about to say. Everyone makes it out alive. All the main cast lives. Like, no stakes. 3 seasons in, yeah, last season was enough. Let's wrap this up. Next up, another controversial one. I feel like, I actually don't know if this is a controversial take, but this is really odd for me. I don't feel like you'd expect me to talk about this show, but Love is Blind. I think that Love is Blind is one of the weakest reality shows on Netflix. I mean, Too Hot to Handle also exists, but Love is Blind also really just does not do it for me. I'm sorry. One of my personal favorites of all time is The Ultimatum, just because it was so messy. You knew what you were getting into and the intentions were just filthy and rancid to start with. Like, it was good reality TV. But Love is Blind, everyone's so unlikable, and not in like the likably unlikable way, just like in the, none of y'all are falling in love ever because y'all are just on the show to make moments and to go viral. Like, and that's clear, that's understandable, that's understood. Like, that's why people go on these shows. Yeah, maybe to find love, but also to, like, you know, make some moments, get some clout, make some memes made about you. And that's fine and dandy, but like, when it's all just for the moment, it's not as enjoyable. And I feel like Love is Blind is like one of those things. I don't know. I'll even take The Circle over Love is Blind, but I won't be harsh, and I'll give them a season to redeem themselves or to end it. So I'll say that they got one more season left. Like, Love is Blind, your days are numbered and we're counting. I did not eat that whatsoever. I am sorry. I had the conviction, the delivery. I thought I ate, but as soon as the words left my mouth, I was like, damn, fumbled. I'm not gonna try it again. I'm not gonna say it again. I'm leaving that in, so, real. Next, Riverdale. Riverdale is actually ending. Season 7 comes out this week, and season 7 is the final season. So they actually are ending it off after 7 seasons and 5, arguably 4 seasons of trash. Like, it is finally ending, which I love to see. So yeah, we don't have to ask for it to end anymore. They answered our prayers. They released, freed Camila, KJ, Cole, and Lily, and Madeline from their shackles. Like, I'm happy, I'm celebrating. There still needs to be an end, you know? Well, actually, should I give it a twist? I know y'all want me to put an end to it now, but since it does have one more season, should I give it, you got one more season left? Because who knows, they might shake some stuff up in season 7. They might give us something that's like Oscar award winning, like Emmy nominations might be coming from this last season of Riverdale. Who am I to say? I don't know what the plot is. I stopped watching. Who am I to say that Riverdale can't give Emmy award winning performances? Who knows? Maybe Archie has his back to a wall, one arm chopped off, is fighting for his life, and gives the best performance of his life and gets Emmy nominated for Best Actor. Like, who am I to say? So for that, I'm gonna put it in, you got one more season left. Like, Riverdale, if season 7 was left ambiguous and we didn't know how it was going to end, I'd be like, all right, wrap this shit up immediately. Like, you need to be putting an end to it now. But now that we know that it's ending, let me see what it gives, you know? Maybe it'll surprise us, you know? Who? We don't know. We don't know. So yeah, we'll put it there. Next, Sex Education. Another shocker, I know. But hear me out. Sex Education, I know the next season is the last season and that it's coming soon. I just don't think it's coming soon enough. Like, it needs to be done. I want to see it. I want to see the final product because everyone in that show is doing so well and doing different things. Like, Eric's character is literally like the new Doctor Who. Like, they're doing big things. So I kind of want them to finish the storyline because we need it ASAP, and I want them to go off and do bigger and better things. Like, love Sex Education down, but I think that the actors on this show are ready to blossom, to bloom, and to do something bigger and do something even better than the great show that is Sex Education. Stranger Things, again, hear me out. I know that next season is supposed to be the final season. That was me confirming with you that it actually is the last season because I fully just made it up. Like, I said it with conviction and I think I'm right. I think I heard that somewhere, but let me know, you know. If not, you know, I'm not a reliable news source. I never claimed to be that. That was never me. But allegedly, there we go. Season 5 is supposed to be the final season. And I heard that's not coming out till 2024. It's starting to film this year. But again, we get those 2-3 year gaps in between seasons. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed and hopefully, well, actually, I would want them to split it up into a part 1 and part 2 like they did last time because I feel like they did it very well as opposed to you. Because people were talking about and gagged about part 1 of Stranger Things all the way up until part 2. But with you, I feel like people kind of just binged it, gave up, and then was like, oh wait, part 2 came out, and then just watched part 2. So honestly, I feel like they could get away with doing a part 1 and part 2, but I just need it to be not next year, you know? Stranger Things is such a summertime show, and it's gonna feel really weird this summer not having it after not having it previously for years and years and years. Like, I just need them to finish. The kids are aging. Noah Schnapp is one of the girls now, and love that for him, but he no longer looks like he's a youngin' in high school. And I need to see Will's coming out era. Like, I need to see that content from him like as soon as possible because I need to stan. So for that, I also say that it needs to finish the story. Like, we need to wrap this up quickly. And then finally, the last show on this list is You. I literally just talked about You. That's crazy. What a quinky dink. But yeah, You. Apparently season 5, the next season is the last season. That just came out. I know that for a fact. And I'm ready for it. Like, I love You down. I really do miss Love. Like, Love, Quinn will always be my favorite character on You. From season 3 to her appearance in season 4. Like, I wish that they just resurrected her and brought her back for season 5, or just have her continue to haunt Joe for season 5 because I loved her character so much. She brought so much life to You when it was starting to get a little funky, even though season 3, in my opinion, best season. I just need You to wrap up. Like, he keeps getting away with stuff. I want to see him get caught. Like, I don't want to see him flourish. I don't want to see Joe flourish. I'm sorry. I want to see him get caught and have everything pinned on him, and the final shot is just him at the clink being like, damn. Well, I tried. You know, like, I don't want to see a clip of him, it like fast forwards 50 years where he's like old. Ooh, I could see them doing this so bad. Like, in 50 years, not 50 years, because, you know, but like, it's gonna be like a time skip, 30 years. He's gonna be like really old. He's gonna see on the news that people are starting to put together his cases and put together all these things, but they don't know exactly who did it. Like, it's gonna be like one of those like unsolved mystery type beats. And he's gonna be like, wow, the kids are all right. And that's how it's gonna end. Like, I need this to end. I really do. I thought season 4 would be the end, so for that I have to say that last season wasn't enough. Next season will be extra, but I'm glad that it's ending because I love You. I really do love You. You too, but the show You. But you know, it's time that we wrap it up. But yeah, and those are all the shows that I have here. We have a really distributed list here, which I'm pretty happy about. I love when it's a little bit balanced. It's not too much one way or too much the other. Regardless, I hope one way or another, these shows do eventually come to an end, because none of them are awful. None of these shows are bad. Just some of them have overstayed their welcome just a tad bit, and we need something new. We need original new content to kind of flourish and have its time to shine. So, you know, maybe you greats, take a seat, give it a rest, just a little bit. But now I want to hear from you. Where would you put these different shows? What are some other shows that you feel like need to be ended? And it's okay. This comment section is a safe space, so you can go off, give your unpopular opinions. It's fine. Will I protect you and defend you from other people coming at you? No, that is not my prerogative. I cheering you on from over here, girl. But but drop all of your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to fill out this tier list yourself, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on my socials at Imurgency on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And don't forget to leave a like on this video if you haven't already. But other than that, y'all, I've been Imurgency, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.